Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It is August. And before this video starts, I want to direct your attention again to Patriot Pantry. Not only do they have the best deal on prepping food, etc., they also have water filters that remove fluoride, and they also have heirloom seeds. I have them, you should have them, or don't. It's your call. But after watching this video right now, you may change your mind. But I think that this stuff right here is incredibly important. And it isn't just for the end of times or anything like that. It's for weather warfare. There's a reason that I prep. And I think there's a reason you should too. Look at all the earthquakes and every other wacky thing that's been going on. Look at the storms that they're conjuring up down south. Do you see what I'm saying? Being prepared, having food to feed yourself, your family, and having the ability to have clean water is important. This Patriot Pantry helps me, and it helps you. If it didn't, I wouldn't run it. And that's just a fact. Anybody that's ever met me knows for a fact that I prepare, and I have this stuff in my vehicle, my house, and my office. So you should too. Or don't. Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It is the 11th of August, 2019. Yes, you see that? That's the day. This is a video I put up yesterday talking about Epstein suicided or more distraction from August 11th. Well, in my honest opinion, and all of us can only and completely guess. Nobody can be positive what happened here. But long story short, in my opinion, Epstein, being almost positive a Mossad operative, was extricated. They removed him. They put it out there because there was just so much information on the internet about the spirit cooking, Pizzagate, child porn, all that stuff, that they had to do something. So they gave up a sacrificial lamb, which was Epstein. Do you see what I'm saying? I've already seen the comments. There is no way in the world that you're going to hang it up in a holding cell. It doesn't work like that, especially in Manhattan, especially when you're a billionaire who's friends with absolutely everybody that matters. This is how they remove an operator from the theater. Do you see what I'm saying? Is Epstein dead now? Maybe, because I'm sure they're done with him, but they needed him to go out and get dirt on absolutely everybody, which he did. But now here's this other new twist that just showed up today, and I'm going to show this to you. Check this out. This is from the Atlantic magazine, or whatever it is, theatlantic.com. On Saturday, President Trump spread a conspiracy theory. A conspiracy theory. Well, doesn't that make him a domestic terrorist? I mean, how crazy and strange is that? Because this just came out 10 days ago, and this just came out yesterday. So according to this, Trump is now a domestic terrorist. I mean, this is the absolute shit show of a world that we're living in right now. But this is the news. So here we go. According to this article, Trump intimated that the Clintons may have killed Epstein. Well, guess what? That ain't real. That ain't happening. That didn't go down. There is no way anybody that's ever been in a holding cell, any old shitbird, anybody, you ain't hanging up anything whatsoever at all. The fact that they claim he was already on a suicide watch, etc., I ain't buying any of it at all. At all. But that's the story. And this news article pushing this story, there's a whole nother thing going on right there. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, without a doubt, there's a whole other thing going on. We all know that the Clintons, we all know that anybody in power, anyone that's going to threaten the agenda will get taken care of. Do you know what I'm saying? Remember this? Do you know what I mean? Remember this? And on a side note, I find it strange how incredibly difficult it is to simply pull up the Zapruder film. You used to be able to pull it up, no problem. Long story short, this right here is setting up for something else that we're not paying attention to. I in no way whatsoever believe that Epstein hung himself in a holding cell in Manhattan. It's just ridiculous to think that he would still be in a holding cell in Manhattan. But that's the mainstream story. And now this is the next mainstream story. Donald Trump is now a conspiracy theorist. There it is in writing, even though this is the last thing we heard about conspiracy theorists. So according to this, Trump is now a domestic terrorist. Epstein is probably on another island someplace right now, or Mossad extracted him and took care of him because his job was simply to compile dirt on everybody of importance to make everybody bend to their will. And that's what he did. And that's what they did. Trump even mentioning Epstein or anything absolutely ridiculous like this would just shine the spotlight right back on him because he was friends with Epstein for the longest time. Do you see what I mean? It's amazing to me that people even, it's just amazing that people even take this stuff seriously when this is the last thing I saw from him. Social media to detect mass shooters. Well, if the social media did its job, it would probably detect the people that are standing behind these guys right now, because this is what it all is. You know what I mean? Everything bad that happens is directly is caused by the people that are supposed to be in charge. That's all there is to it. Mind control is government. You don't understand what I'm saying? Check this out. Do you see this? The etymology of the word government means to control the mind. Well, that's exactly what it means. But now in our new day and age where this is happening, when you look it up, you'll see 35 things that say, no, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that whatsoever at all. So when you see stories like this, and this, and this, and then you hear about Epstein hanging himself in a holding cell, it's ridiculous. But don't forget, this is them, through Hollywood, talking directly to you.
That's right. We don't submit to terror. We make the terror.
Oh, Richie, that's just a Hollywood television program. Well, let me tell you something. This entire thing is based on the White House and the president. So none of this was allowed to run until it was ran by everybody at the upper levels. They put this in there because it's the absolute truth. This is the terror. If people were smart enough to get rid of all of these people and stand on their own 2 feet again, this would be a great world. These are ugly people that did whatever it took to get to be where they're at. Power and money. Nothing new under the sun. If you see it on the mainstream, there's a great chance it's complete and total bullshit. At any rate, Richie from Boston, and I'm out.